Before you sit for JAMB 2026, let me warn you, these are the exact types of questions that students fail every single year. Not because they are hard, but because they don't understand the trick behind them. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the real pattern JAMB uses, the question they love to repeat, and the fastest way to solve them. If you watch this video to the end, you won't enter the exam hall guessing. You enter like someone who already knows the answer before seeing the paper. Let's begin. The first section we have here is on Lexis Structure. It says choose the option that best completes the sentence. Question 1. He has been asked to stop his bad habits, but he will not dash. He has been asked to stop his bad habits, but he will not dash. A. Comply. B. Agree. C. Obey. And D. Listen. The correct answer to this question is option A. Comply. The verb comply means to act in accordance with a wish, command, or direction. It is the most appropriate and formal verb to use when someone is giving a directive and refuses to follow it. While obey is similar, comply fits slightly better in this context of adherence to a request or rule. The next question we have here says, the heavy rain did a lot of dash to the newly painted houses. The heavy rain did a lot of dash to the newly painted houses. A. Damages. B. Damaging. C. Damage. And D. Havocs. The correct answer here is option C. Damage. I know some persons will be tempted to pick option A. Damages, but that is wrong. Damage is an uncountable noun. In English, when referring to general harm or injury, uncountable nouns do not take S in the plural form. Damages, on the other hand, refers to financial compensation usually awarded by a court. Therefore, the correct phrase is a lot of damage, which is option C. The third question for today says, my father prefers tea dash coffee in the morning. My father prefers tea blank coffee in the morning. Option A, than. Option B, to. C, over. And D, more than. The correct option here is option B, to. The question reads, my father prefers tea to coffee in the morning. The verb prefer is followed by the preposition to when comparing two terms, nouns or gerunds. The correct structure is prefer something to something else. Using than is incorrect in this specific comparative structure, so some persons might be tempted to pick this option A, than, which is my father prefers tea than coffee in the morning. Is actually wrong. Please note that the word prefer is usually followed by the preposition to. So anywhere you see prefer, just know the next preposition that should follow that verb prefer is to. We move on to the fourth question. The fourth question says, the team's victory was a result of sheer hard work blank luck. The team's victory was a result of sheer hard work dash luck. Option A, as well as. B, in addition to. C, rather than. And D, coupled with. The correct option is option C, rather than. The team's victory was a result of sheer hard work rather than luck. This sentence set up a contrast, implying that the victory was due to hard work instead of luck. Rather than is a conjunction used to indicate preference or opposition between two choices, as well as, in addition to, and coupled with all imply combination, which changes the intended meaning of the contrast. So the correct option there is rather than, and not option A, B, or D. Those options are wrong. We are done with section 1. Let's move on to the next section, section 2. On synonyms, it says choose the option nearest the meaning to the underlined word. Question 5 says, the witness gave a vague description of the thief. The witness gave a very vague description of the thief. Option A, clear. B, detailed. C, unclear. And D, precise. The correct option to this question is option C, unclear. Now, the underlined word there, vague, is an adjective and it means uncertain, indefinite, or unclear in meaning or character. Therefore, unclear is a direct synonym. Option A, B, and D are all antonyms. They are all opposites of the word vague. Don't forget, they say synonym. Synonym simply means options nearest in meaning. Question 6 says, despite his humble background, he became a very successful businessman. Despite his humble background, he became a very successful businessman. A, proud. B, wealthy. C, simple. And D, arrogant. The correct option here is option C, simple. In this context, humble simply means or refers to a person's social or economic status as being low or modest. Simple background accurately captures this meaning. It refers to growing up without wealth or high social standards. So the correct option there is option C, simple. Don't forget, many persons in the exam hall mistake synonyms for antonyms. I repeat myself, here they say the synonyms, words nearest in meaning. So option C stands out to be the correct answer. Section 3 is on antonyms. It says choose the word or the option opposite in meaning to the underlying word. Choose the option opposite in meaning to the underlying word. Question 7. The manager's decision was deliberate, not an accident. The manager's decision was deliberate, not an accident. Option A, careful. Option B, planned. Option C, thoughtful. And option D, spontaneous. The correct answer here is option D, spontaneous. Now let's explain. Deliberate simply means something done consciously and intentionally. It means doing something consciously and intentionally as a result of careful planning. The opposite of a planned action is the one that is sudden, impulsive, or unplanned. Spontaneous, on the other hand, means performed or occurring as a result of sudden impulse or inclination and not premeditated or planned. Therefore, option D stands out to be the correct answer. Before we move further, if you have watched this video to this point, please don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, and also share with friends. I would like you to put the score you would like to see when your JAMB 2026 result comes out in the comment section. Do it by feet. We move on to the next question, question 8. It reads, the relationship between two communities has been frosty for years. The relationship between two communities has been frosty for years. Option A, cold. B, hostile. C, cordial. And D, distant. The correct option here is option C, cordial. Now, when used metaphorically to explain a relationship, frosty means unfriendly, cold, or hostile. The direct opposite of a cold and unfriendly relationship is a warm and friendly one, which is cordial, because cordial means warm and friendly. So the correct option there is cordial and not cold, not hostile, and not distant. Now we have the fourth section, oral forms. It says choose the option that has the correct stress pattern for the underlined word in the sentence. Please note that the stress syllable is in uppercase. Question 9 says they plan to present the award to the winner today. They plan to present the award to the winner today. Option A, present with PRE in uppercase, sent. Option B, pre and sent. The sent, that's where the stress syllable is. Option C, no stress syllable at all. And option D, present, where PRES has the stress syllable. The correct option to this is option B, present. English stress patterns often depends on whether a word is used as a noun, adjective, or a verb. When present is used as a verb, meaning to give or to show, the stress falls on the second syllable. When used as a noun or an adjective, the stress falls on the first syllable. In this sentence, it is clearly a verb and not an adjective or a noun. So the correct option there is option B, with a stress at the second syllable. Question 10 says, the word facilitate has its primary stress on which syllable? The word facilitate has its primary stress on which syllable? A, first syllable, B, second syllable, C, third syllable, and D, fourth syllable. The correct answer here is the third syllable. The word facilitate is divided into 4 syllables. Facilitate. That is F-A, 1 syllable, C-I, 2 syllable, L-I, the third syllable, and T-A-T-E, the fourth syllable. The primary stress falls on the third syllable, li, which is L-I. Now, if you pronounce the word facilitate, you notice that the primary stress lies on the third syllable, li, facilitate. A common rule of thumb for words ending with 8 with 3 or more syllables is that the stress often falls on the third syllable from the end. So the correct option here is option C, the third syllable. We have come to the end of today's class. If this lesson helped you, even if it's just one tip, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, drop a comment telling me which topic you want next, and share the video with someone writing JAMB in the year 2026. Remember, serious students don't wait for luck, they prepare. See you in the next tutorial, and good luck in your exam. You've got this.